Hey guys, today's Friday and on Wednesday I cooked a lentil salad. So with the leftover lentils, I'm gonna make a vegan gluten-free lasagna. So I've got here just half a butternut squash, which I've cut like this, half a large sweet potatoes. So I'm gonna use it as the sheet as layers, and then with the lentils, not a lot, so it'll be just a small lasagna. I'm gonna use some cream coconut just as a trial. I've never actually used this before, just to give it a bit of the, well, I don't know, I'm gonna find out how it works. There's my spices. I'm gonna put some nutmeg, parsley, black pepper, oregano, just a bit of the this thing, and some stock cubes. So I've got half a big carrot and some eggplants, 2 garlics and an onion. I'm gonna shovel all of that there, half a can of tomatoes, and simmer it for about 10 minutes and then layer it out. I've chopped all the veg up and I put it in gas mark 4. I feel I should have sweated the vegetables before adding the lentils, because I pre-cooked the lentils on Wednesday. But so far it looks good. I also added half a cup of wine. I'm not drinking, but I just thought, because I don't add any water, just give it a little bit of flavour, a bit of a kick. I know that mushrooms hold a lot of water, so just before I start cutting the vegetables, I chopped the mushrooms in half, put it in the oven, just let them dry out, and now I'm going to add them into the mix. So I'm going to use this tray. It's not very deep, and that's what I'm going to use as lasagna sheets. So this is gluten-free and milk-free. I will use, normally I don't really like alternatives, but it's Friday, I'm gonna treat myself and put the cheese on top. So remember, I haven't added any water, because a lot of the vegetables have its own water. I did end up adding a whole can of tomatoes, not just half, and we have here also the red wine. So I've layered just the butternut squash on the bottom, and then I'm going to put the filling on top, and then the sweet potatoes on top of that, and then leave in the oven for about half an hour. Pop in the cheese. I'm going to put foil on top because I don't want the sweet potatoes to burn. I want them to cook, and then I'll just remove the foil when I drop in the cheese. I've layered all the vegetables. I realised I didn't cut enough sweet potatoes, so I ended up having 2 layers. First layer is the butternut squash. I'm going to put some filling, a bit of cheese, and then sweet potato, and I had another layer. So I've just decided to finish this layer with eggplants. I'm going to wrap this in foil and pop it in the oven for half an hour. I've been baking the lasagna for about half an hour. This is the cheese, the vegan cheese. I've added some parsley. I chopped up the parsley, and then I put a bit of nutmeg and black pepper on the cheese just to give it flavour. Obviously, if you're not into alternatives like cheese and milk, you could just leave it like this and eat it. It's still great. But I just want to give this a try, and it's Friday night, so I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to sprinkle this over and then bake it for another 15 minutes without the foil, and then voila, that should be my vegan, gluten-free lasagna. Vegan lasagna. So the cheese this is the first time I use this cheese. It hasn't really melted properly, but we'll see how it tastes. It has quite a nice nutty flavour. But so I left it for 15 minutes in the oven. Now I'm going to leave it to rest for another 15 minutes, and then I'm going to have that for dinner. Friday night treats, bring it on.